There were moms in the workplace wearing diapers because they were still bleeding heavily postpartum, coming back to work far before they were physically able, let alone emotionally ready to leave their baby. What drove me into that scene was paid leave. And it was that moment of having my middle child, who's now 6, in the NICU and working from the hospital because I didn't know if we'd be able to make rent. And I'd used all of my paid time off while I had complications during that pregnancy. And it just wasn't a unique thing. In fact, I felt really special that I was able to work remotely because pre-COVID, that really was not an option for people. And I just could not believe that that is the state of our country, that we don't have any paid leave. And I realized that federally, it just wasn't going to get done. And it was the same time Faith Winter was bringing paid leave. And really, I credit her for me entering this political scene at all and giving me hope that we could actually do something locally. And I will say I watched that thing die twice at the Capitol. You know, it was really aggravating to see the politics behind the politics. I just kind of showed up as a mom wanting to share my story and figured there's no way this bill fails. And it set the record for the most lobbied against bill at the time. And there were a lot of outside interests that came in to ensure it wouldn't pass, and they were successful. And it was put on the ballot, and that is how we got it done. So I decided to run in 2020 for the first time. And it was Faith and Kathy Kipp who encouraged me to take that step. And I ran in a very red district in a seat that I knew we weren't going to win, but wanted to bring closer. And we did accomplish that. And it really was because paid leave was on the ballot and wanted that chance to talk to voters. And I talked to a lot of really conservative voters who told me they would never vote for me and that they would vote for paid leave. So I took that as a win because even though I lost that seat, paid leave won in that district, and that really was not expected. And I do contribute that to it winning overall. But it was that behind the politics dynamics of large outside influences that really do change policy that encouraged me to get in. And yeah, here we are.